Hey everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. What's up everyone? Welcome to a new show of the Daily Mind Podcast. It's I again, your host, back again for another hour or so of tonight's topic, which I will reveal shortly. Thank you for joining me this evening, and of course those who joined me on my last show. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. As usual, I can't ask for anything more. Oh shit, I didn't even update the damn it, I didn't even update the description of the episode, people. Disregard whatever you see as a description. I meant to update that. Tonight's episode is on, I'll get to that in a minute. Just disregard whatever that description is. I meant to change it. Anyway, it's been a week. I've been super busy, been bouncing all over the place. The usual. All right. Yeah, it's work. And then to end the week off with a battalion org day. Now, for those in the military, you already know what that is. It's basically mandatory fun day, battalion organization day. This is the first one I've done since I've been to this new unit, so it's a little different. It wasn't too bad. It was raining all day, so that kind of put a damper on it, but they still made it happen. They had like sports like kickball, football, they had tug of war, and yeah, you know, the usual military mandatory fun day stuff. You guys already know for some that are in, and for those who are not, that's basically what it is. But it wasn't too bad. We were all able to just dress up in civvies, and you know how that shit go, and it's Friday. Yeah. So that's how I ended up my week, you know, in a washout battalion org day. But anyway, just a little disclaimer. I jumped into the episode a little too fast. The description that you see below, disregarded. That is not what the episode is about tonight. I have not updated it since my last episode. So, in short, tonight's episode is basically inspired by my wife keeps showing me these random videos of cats. Cats, people. Tonight's episode is on cats, fun facts about cats, and some bizarre cat stories. Again, people, I know some of you have cats, and you're gonna get those people that, you know, either like cats, they're gonna like dogs. I like them both. Now, I had a dog, and I've grown up mostly around dogs than cats. I got scratched by a cat twice in my life, and that's never fun. I got scratched by a cat named Cocktails, people. I kid you not, that was the cat's name. Anyway, tonight's episode is going to be about cats. So, you know, all these videos I've been watching, and then the videos I've seen before of the cats being scared with cucumbers. If you look it up on YouTube, it's a video as old as time. People take a random cucumber or place it next to a cat. Cat sees this shit, goes completely berserk, bounces off the cabinets, the walls, and everything, and it's just the most hilarious thing. Of course, people are going to think, oh, that's just abuse. Yeah, I don't think it's abuse. I think it's funny.
Last night?
Well, that was, yeah, the video you showed me last night is kind of an inspiration to this, but
It's crazy.
you need to look up cats and cucumbers on YouTube, and I promise you that would have you losing your shit. It is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in terms of cat videos. So tonight we're gonna talk cats. All right, we're just gonna go over some fun facts about cats. We're gonna go over some stories about cats. I'm not gonna get too deep into cats. All right, and if you do have a cat, somewhere in the chat, yeah, just hey, you can even join on the live. Give me a cat story. Let me know what the name of your cat is. I don't know. Just don't be one of those weird Charlie Kelly people that deal with cats. You know what I mean? For those It's Always Sunny fans, you guys know what I'm talking about when it comes to Charlie and somehow his knowledge of cats. If you have a cat, just jump on the show, whatever. Give me a funny story or just tell me about your cat, whatever, all right? So yeah, cats. I've never personally owned one, all right? I've been in households that has had a cat. Now, my grandmother, who was taking care of me when I was really young, she had a cat. And this cat name was Midnight. Now, for some reason, every black cat is named Midnight. I don't know why. Even my wife said she had a cat named Midnight. Can we just call the cat something else besides fucking Midnight? Anyway, so when I was younger, my brother, we lived on the 4th floor in the apartment, in the projects. My brother would somehow always take this fucking cat and throw it out the window. I kid you not. Midnight landed on its feet every single time. And guess who had to go and pick up this fucking cat? Me. Every goddamn time I had to pick up this cat. So every time he threw it out the window, I had to go pick it up. So therefore, I did that on a constant. Other than that, I've never, since in my adulthood, I've never personally owned a cat. I had a dog recently, but not a cat. Would I own a cat? I don't know. I think they're funny as shit. I think they creep people out. Something about cats, something about their eyes. Their eyes look like they're always about to engage in something illegal or something mischievous. Or they're about to do some dumb shit, but it's not how cats are. Cats are just one of those animals that just likes to read the room. You understand? Dogs are just kind of in their own world, but cats just kind of have this hyper focus, this hyper vigilance about them that just, I guess it throws people off. It makes people feel a little bit on edge. I don't know. I personally have no issue with cats. Let's see who I got trying to join here. Well. If it isn't my co-host and executive producer, Skinless Chicken Nugget. People, that is his name. I don't make this shit up.
Chicken nugget.
Unbelievable. What's going on?
Just sitting here waiting for SP.
SP. Oh, yeah, you guys are in the field somewhere.
I wouldn't say the field, but yeah.
Well, you're not home.
Not home. Yeah. I will be though tonight.
Shit, I hear that. Oh, okay, I think I know where you guys are. I think James kind of gave a hint in some of his posts, but I think I kind of got the idea. But yeah, oh yeah, you guys are really out there. That's some strange shit.
Yeah, so you're talking about cats and dogs, right?
Well, I'm just talking about the episode's going to be focused more on cats per se. It's not a cat versus dog episode. It's just cats.
Well,
yeah. So
I was going to say that with cats, right? Mm-hmm. They're kind of diabolical, right? Because a cat will kind of sit there and like someone breaks in your house, right? They're just going to sit there, kind of watch them. Versus like a dog is at least going to try to warn you.
Yeah, cats have no sense of like home defense. I don't know. I've never heard of someone breaking into a house and a cat jumped on the burglar and scratched his eyes out. No, cats, you're right. Cats will just sit there and just look stupid and then lick their paw and then go to sleep. Meanwhile, the house is empty. But a dog...
What happened?
Well, yeah, and then some dogs, don't get me wrong, some dogs are pretty pussy. You know what I mean? Like, some dogs just sit there and watch the shit happen. Dog just sitting there watching the person take all the shit. Hey, just be quiet. Don't break that. That's my master's favorite china or some shit. And meanwhile, the house is cleaned out. Some dogs ain't always vocal with shit like that. Let me tell you something. If I had a dog who sat there and watched my whole house get robbed, that dog is out. It's going to the pound. You are a useless dog if you sit there and you let that shit happen. Some dogs are just naturally prone to, being protectors. And other dogs are just, it ain't it.
Well, you remember all those times when the dog was barking and you told him, shut the fuck up? I was like, you know what?
Yeah, I've seen.
Never mind.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Ski mask can help them.
I know that, and then it's crazy. People, that's probably another reason why some dogs don't bark, because you told the dog not to, and therefore, now you got your shit robbed. Now you wish the dog did bark. It's too late now. It's too late. But cats, man, yeah, cats will sit there and watch your whole world just crumble. You know what I mean? They don't give no fucks. Because it's not in their nature to. Cats can be some of the most side-eyeing, creatures out there. Just they can see you get hurt, and they just sit there and just stare at you. But anyway, I'm gonna go over to start this. I went to Purina, the pet food website, because I was trying to find a site that gave some pretty good facts about cats. And who knows cats better than Purina? No, this episode is not sponsored by Purina cat food.
No.
So,
absolutely. Is Purina a cat brand, like a food?
For cats and dogs. I think they make food for cats and dogs.
Is it Purina or Purina?
It's Purina. Purina. Yeah, it's Purina. It's Purina. Yep, it is Purina cat food. This is not what this episode is about.
That's
what I'm going to do first. What I'm going to do is read over some facts about cats. So Purina, I figured I picked them as a website of source. They have 22 fun and interesting facts about cats. Now it says that 29% of households in the UK own a cat, but there's still so much more that we don't know about them. From the unusual way they walk to how big the largest cat is. We bet you haven't heard some of these fun facts about cats, so check out our delightful cat information. All right, so let's see what they got here. First fact: the oldest known pet cat existed 9,500 years ago.
Whoa.
What the fuck? It says the interesting fact about cats is guaranteed to wow you at your next dinner party. More than likely not, because if I tell somebody about this shit, knowing me, I'm already full of useless facts. If I sat there and told someone, hey, you know the oldest cat is from 9,500 years ago, they ain't gonna give a fuck. Anyway, it said, did
Who
you
is
know
this
that?
cat?
Yeah, who is this cat? Where can I find him? How much is he worth?
Like a
Oh, fuck, no,
feral
he's
cat
dead.
or something?
I don't know. I'm about to read it now, though. It said, did you know that originally it was thought that the Egyptians domesticated the cat, but in 2004, French archaeologists discovered a 9,500-year-old cat grave in Cyprus. This makes this the oldest known pet cat, and it predates Egyptian art about cats by over 4,000 years. So remember, we always thought the Egyptians, because they used to domesticate cats. Cats were seen as gods. They were all over scriptures and they were in books, everything. But it wasn't the Egyptians that domesticated the cat first, apparently. Apparently, this goes to the French. Now, I'm pretty sure that's argued. I don't know. Who knows how long a cat's been around? But if you go back to the prehistoric age of the
That's the
saber-toothed
one.
tiger, saber-toothed tiger been around prehistoric age. So cats go even way further than that shit. But we're talking domesticated cats as pets goes back as far as French. All right, I guess. I don't even know if France even like cats. They probably do. All right, number 2. Cats spend 70% of their lives sleeping. What the fuck else? What do they do with the 30% besides sitting there looking at you all fucked up?
Eating.
It says, if you thought probably. If you thought cats spend a lot of their lives sleeping, you'd be right. According to the Veterinarian Hub, cats actually spend 70% of their lives sleeping, which works out to be around 13 to 16 hours a day.
Must be
This is
nice.
why they don't. That's why they don't be giving a fuck about shit. They don't stress nothing. A dog is different. Dogs will take a little power nap, get up and woof woof and shit all day. Cats, not a care in the world, dude. I got 9 lives. I'm just gonna sleep all of them away. That kills me about the whole 9 lives thing because I've seen a cat get thrown out of a window, and I've seen weird shit happen to cats, and that shit dead. You mean to tell me a cat gonna get run over in the street and that shit gonna get up and just go, no problem, I got 8 more to go? Nah. I think what it is that because they can survive so much shit and they can survive such drops from high floors, gives the impression that they have 9 lives. But I'm telling you right now, if you throw a rock at that cat's head and that shit pass out and die, that shit is not gonna get back up and walk. It's dead. It's over. Oh, well, look who is joining on the show, and I believe it is my other host, Captain James. Captain James, what's going on? And he's gone. He'll be back. Anyway, let's get back. Let's get to the third fact about cats, people.
There he is.
Oh, Captain
Got
James. Hey, what's going on? Right on time.
What's up, Eddie?
Oh, you know me. We're talking about cats tonight.
Hold on.
They look like it's about to pour over there. Woo. Better get you an umbrella. Shit, it look like it's about to pour down over there.
It might.
All right, peeps. All right, number 3. A cat was the mayor of an Alaskan town for 20 years. An
Wait,
orange
what?
tabby. He was the mayor of a town in Alaska for 20 years. Yeah. Okay, so he was an orange tabby cat called Stubbs. Was the mayor Stubbs was the mayor of Talkeetna. What's going on, James?
I'm cool, man. You up early? What's it, Saturday?
It's Friday night, 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. You're 14 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, we had that debate last time. I thought it was 12.
What show is this? What show is this?
We're talking about cats.
Cats. I ain't got
Cats,
no
you know.
cat.
What kind of cat,
Well,
James?
see,
Pussycat
I
or
not that
pussy.
kind of
Just
cat.
just just nigga. Oh.
See, I knew you were gonna go there. No, not that kind of cat, man. You wish though. We need to talk about that one day. We'll just have an episode about pussy one day, and that's it. Just one
Ain't
hour
that
of
what we talking about though?
Hey, make sure I'm
no.
in
We're
there.
talking about
Pussy.
cats, man. Felines, pussy cats.
You see what I'm saying? Pussy. I'm talking about pussy.
Yeah, we're talking about pussy. All right. We're talking about the furry one, the furry pussy.
Yeah.
I don't mind the
Point
furry
exactly.
ones. I don't
God
mind the
damn it.
furry.
I mean, yeah, but not no fucking tabby cat. Anyway, this cat was the mayor of an Alaska town in Talkeetna. His name was Stubbs. He was the mayor for 20 years. He had several uncontested elections. And although he didn't hold any legislative power, he was loved by locals and tourists alike.
That'd be
So this
crazy.
cat was just
That power.
so this
Was
cat couldn't do
Garfield in there?
shit.
Was Garfield in there?
I don't think so. And when's the last time you seen a cat that likes to eat lasagna? I'm more than certain if you give a cat lasagna, it's going to die.
It's got 9
Or
lives.
something. It's going to be diabetic.
The pussy that I eat like to eat lasagna.
What?
The pussy that I eat like to eat lasagna.
God damn it! What is wrong with you?
We
I'm
talking
gonna
about
leave that
pussy,
one.
right?
Sure, whatever pussy you like to talk about, that is on you. All right, number 4. The record for the longest cat is 48 and a half inches.
What the fuck?
Where the fuck you? Where are you finding this long ass cat from? It says domestic cats are usually considered to be quite small and dainty. But did you know the world's longest cat was a Maine Coon called Stewie and was measured at 48 and a half inches, whereas the record for the tallest cat belonged to Arcturus. This cat was a whopping 19 inches. Where are you finding a 48-inch cat at?
Who's naming these cats?
Stewie and Arcturus. Who the fuck is naming them after shit like this? What happened to
Stewie's
just
kinda funny.
Felix? What the fuck? Oh no, this is really gonna blow your mind. Number 5, the richest cat in the world had 7 million pounds. I mean, I'm sorry, 7 million pounds. It said the richest cat in the world, according to Guinness World Records, his name is Blackie. When his millionaire owner passed away, he refused to recognize his family in his will and instead gave his 7 million pound fortune to Blackie. He gave his money to a cat. He said, fuck the family. Fuck my grandma. I'm going to give my cat all of my money. What is this cat going to do with this money? You know how many people are going to try to kidnap this cat?
Spend it all on
Quite a few.
Purina.
Yeah, let me just donate my money to Purina instead. Like somebody will kidnap this cat for 7 million? Don't ask. Number 6, cats walk like camels and giraffes. It says, have you noticed the cats walk like camels and giraffes? Their walking sequence is both right feet first, followed by both left feet. So they move half of their body forward at once. Now, camels and giraffes are the only other animals to walk this way. I didn't notice that. I didn't know cats had a particular walk to them.
They have a strut.
They do have a strut, but I didn't know they were similar to like camels and giraffes.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I didn't know anyone's making a connection.
I didn't think so either. People are looking a little too hard into these animals. Number 7, Isaac Newton invented the cat door. The scientist is most famous for calculated gravity, but it is also believed that Isaac Newton invented the cat door. The cat door. So there's just a door for cats. Like this is groundbreaking. Sometimes the cats don't even need doors; they just hop out the fucking window. Half the time. All right, number 8. In 1963, a cat went to space. How the fuck a cat went to space before me?
Astronaut.
It said a catstronaut. What a catastrophe. It said, do you ever heard of monkeys and dogs in space? But did you know that a cat visited the great unknown too? On October 8th, 1963, Felicette, one of 14 female cats trained for spaceflight, and known as an Astro Cat, was
That's
the first
crazy.
and only
Yes, sir. I know.
Astro
Yeah,
Cat. So
yeah. I'm not gonna wear it while driving.
Isn't it like how many
Is that
G
in black and
forces
white?
for fucking to go up into
Okay, now.
space?
All
I
right,
don't know,
that's
but
what I
just
thought.
Astro Pussy in space, like Astro Cat.
Hey, wonder what
It's
it's like to like have sex in space. Wonder what that's like.
That's gotta be messy because you got splooge floating all over the air and shit. That's gotta be messy.
Nah, I don't think it'd be messy. I think it'd be easy cleanup. You just like scoop it up,
Ew. What if it lands on the controls and shit and short it out?
dude, and then we're cooked. We're cooked.
Like
We're
if she squirts and it ends up on the control console and it shorts the control console out, you're over. I don't know. I don't think of these things. That's
I don't
some
think
weird
it'll
shit
reach
though.
it. I think I'll just stop and float.
Perhaps, maybe. Now, here's the sad part about the space cat. She did survive the trip, but was euthanized 2 months after to examine the effects of space travel on her brain. You can't make this shit up at all. Just imagine you go to space and then you die. What a shitty life for a cat. And with this next one, ancient Egyptians would, huh?
It died.
So they used it. They put it to sleep to research the cat's brain and the effects that space had on the brain.
What the
You
fuck?
can't make this shit.
That's fucked up. You sent the cat up to space just to kill it.
Basically to see how space affected the cat, because you gotta understand, man hasn't really been to the moon yet. They haven't really been to
fuck.
space yet, so they wanted a fucking cat they sent up there instead. Anyway, this next one, ancient Egyptians would shave off their eyebrows when their cats died. It said according to ancient history encyclopedia, Herodotus wrote in 440 BC that when a pet cat died in ancient Egyptian times, the family members would shave off their eyebrows in mourning. I'm not shaving my eyebrows for shit at all, especially not for no damn cat. Now, check, this is scary shit. This is probably why cats are fucking bonkers. House cats share a 95.6% of their genetic makeups with tigers. That explains a lot about a cat. I personally think so. Said that this fun cat fact will really blow your mind. A study discovered that our little house cats share about 95% of their genetic makeup with tigers. They also share a lot of the same behaviors such as scent and urine marking, prey stalking, and pouncing. That is so true. I've seen cats do like they spray, they pounce on mice. I've seen that shit. That shit blew my mind.
Eddie,
Yo,
want to say hi?
well, I'll be damned. It's hi.
That's a rad. Yeah, it's hi.
Who the fuck is
Rad.
that?
Well,
Probably on the street. I'll talk to you.
hey, James. I seen your picture. I seen you over there
Yeah.
with some of the ladies. What the hell is that about?
None of your problem. None of your problem. We about to go to the brief, so I'm gonna get off. Nope, sorry, that's too bad. We got a brief.
Oh,
Oh
Oh
shit!
shit, my bad.
Damn, OPSEC, man. God damn. Persec, OPSEC. Sex.
All right.
gotta go.
Damn. All right. Well, I'll still be on the show. Maybe after the brief, you guys will probably catch me. I'll be on for a little while.
All right, bud.
Damn. All right. Later. Yeah, those were my two executive producers and co-hosts. All right, we're going to keep it moving, though. Number 11, I'm going to keep going over some of these facts about cats, and I'm going to get into some stories. A house cat can reach speeds of up to 30 miles an hour. Let me tell you, when I saw those videos of those cats being scared by those cucumbers, I truly believe they can move about 30 miles an hour. Their agility alone is insane. The fact that they can move that fast, yeah, I can see that. I've seen cats spook, and they would from where I'm sitting at to where the kitchen is, they're already there. Done. All right, number 12, the oldest cat in the world was 38 years old. Yeah, 38 years old. The oldest cat to have ever lived, was 38 years old and 3 days old. 38 years and 3 days old when he passed. The cat's name was Cream Puff. Born on August 3rd, 1967, and lived until August 6th, 2005, and his owner, Jake Perry, also owned the previous oldest cat record holder, Grandpa Rex Allen, who passed away at the grand age of 34. Whatever Jake Perry's doing, he's doing it right. Can you imagine you have a cat that old? I can't imagine how that would feel. You had a cat that lived that long and it dies. I think that would be truly devastating. It would hit so much different than if a cat passed away 5, 10, maybe 15 years, but 34, 38 years is a long time for a cat, man. All right, this next one, the record for the loudest purr is 67.8 decibels. That's a loud pussy. Merlin, a black and white cat from Turquoise, United Kingdom, currently holds the record for the loudest purr by a domestic cat. His purr was 67.8 decibels. And for context, this is nearly the same volume as a shower. Most cats purr around 25 decibels. What makes this cat purr so loud compared to other cats? Who would know? There's always one strange ass animal out of thousands, if not millions. Next one, Deja, the cat, can perform 24 tricks in 1 minute. If you think cats can't do tricks, then you'll be shocked to learn this cat fact. The most tricks performed by a cat in 1 minute is 24. Deja completed a series of tricks from rolling over to even jumping a bar while on the skateboard. All of this in 1 freaking minute. Interesting. Next fact, cats put their best foot forward. Some cats have a dominant front paw. There have been a few studies to show that females favor their right paw and males tend to the left. Well, shit. Male and females are different no matter what. Number 16, 32 muscles and counting. Cats have a total of 32 muscles in each of their ears alone. This allows them to swivel their ears to hone in on the exact location of even the slightest noise. All these muscles help cats rotate their ears 180 degrees. This is why their reflexes and their situation awareness is so laser focused. Just like that. If they could just sit there and their ears work like little sonars and they just focus on where the noise is coming from, which is awesome. I don't know. Cats are pretty interesting. Number 17, we may be more alike than you think. Biologically, a cat's brain is somewhat similar to the human brain. Humans and cats have identical emotional regions in their brains. Who would have thought? We are so similar to cats. Wicked Josh. Oh, man, what's going on? Welcome to the show.
What's up?
What's up, man? Hey, man, you know me. I had James and Skinless Chicken Nugget on the show just a little while ago. They had to go take care of some shit, I guess. Right now, we're sitting here talking about cats, man. How you been?
I've been good. How about you?
Oh, man, I'm all right. I'm doing all right out here. I'm still getting used to this unit, man. It's a whole different vibe. Driving out here is amazing, sarcastically speaking, and then everything else is all right, man. It's been a vibe out here so far. So far, so good, man. But wait, man, aren't you out there with them in the field?
Yeah, I'm out there. We got like a little briefing in a couple minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought. Well, see, that's why they left, because they had to go to this brief, and they left like right away. So I guess, man, well, they'll probably be back on the show though. I'm doing an episode right now on cats. You ever had a cat?
No, I don't like cats.
Why not? Why not? You're about to get hate mail right now. Why do you hate cats?
They're creepy.
See, I said that earlier in the show. I was like, a lot of people don't like cats because it's something about their eyes and their face that looks like they're just menacing. But they could be the most friendly cat, but their faces, they give like a resting bitch face, or like I'm not playing around type of face. And people are afraid of it. At least dogs, they have so many different breeds of different expressions. You know what I mean? Dogs, I've never seen a cat smile. You've seen dogs kind of give a smile, but I think a smiling cat is creepy as fuck. Creepy as fuck. So, yeah, so I'd be scared of just looking at that shit. Now, I'm reading some interesting cat facts, and I'm going to just go into some stories, because this episode is about cats. And it's only because my wife's been showing me these cat videos lately, and that should be having me rolling, like, when you scare them, or they just do like random shit like smack the owner in the face or fight another cat. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do another episode. I'm gonna do an episode on cats. Actually, this is the first one. It says here, number 18, they are very popular in South America. It says cats outnumber dogs as pets in South America with a huge amount of 73 million pet cats as opposed to 63 million dogs. God damn, I can't even imagine a world with 63 million dogs. I can't even picture that. I know, I really can't, but then when you do the math between over 400 dog breeds and 7 continents, well, I know there's no dogs on Antarctica, so we'll say 6 continents. The math kind of maths a little bit when you think about it. There's a lot of breed of dogs, so I guess that makes sense. All right, this next fact, they could change colors. Well, it says Siamese cats can. It says whether your Siamese kitten prints turn blonde or brown and colors is dependent on their body temperature. The Siamese cat carries albino genes, which become active at body temperature of 36 degrees Celsius. So I guess there's a cat that thinks it's a chameleon. All right, this next one, fingerprint or nose. It says your cat has their own unique print, much like we do with our fingerprints. A cat's nose is formed of a unique pattern of ridges, which are very similar to the individual ridges of a human finger. And then this next fact, there's a tower in Scotland which has been built in commemoration of a cat named Towser. The tower is a celebration of all the mice that the cat has killed in its lifetime, which is a number. This cat, they built this little castle, this tower, because this cat killed over 30,000 mice in its lifetime.
God.
That's a lot of fucking mice, dude. That is a lot of mice.
He must have been in New York.
And I mean, shit. I mean, you know how many roaches I stomped out? Nobody building a fucking tower for me. That'd be freaking nice. And then this last fact, cats are musical creatures. Much like birds, cats may make different noises. Cats can make up to 100 sounds, whereas dogs can only make 10. Wow. I know. Only sounds I might have heard, like maybe in my lifetime, 5 different cat sounds. I didn't know the motherfuckers could do 100 sounds.
Yeah.
Got me fucked up with that one. That's a fact. Cats, I swear, like I said earlier in the show, I never had a pet cat, but I would like to have a pet cat someday, just to get a laugh, because they are just, I don't know, man. They're weird. All right, so I got some stories pulled up. I love this part of the episode where I read some dumbass stories and that from real testimony about cats, right? So I got BuzzFeed pulled up 16 hilarious cat stories that prove cats are the weirdest. I'm going to get to it right now. And then there's some other cat stories. I'm trying to stretch this to an hour. Hopefully the rest of them can come back on the show, but if they can't, then I don't know what to say. All right, anyway.
Okay, I think they're going into this briefing now, so I'm going to have to hop on later.
All right, bet. I might still be on depending when you guys are done with the brief, but nonetheless, I'll catch you later. Wicked,
Okay.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate
All right,
it.
thanks.
All right, people. So I'm going to read some cat stories. In this particular case, this category of cat story is hilarious cat stories. Because every time I hear a story about a cat, whether it be somebody I know that has a cat or something that I read online, it's always something stupid. Funny stupid, not just stupid. Anyway, let's get to that first story real quick. Somebody submitted this story. My one cat, Earl, licks my husband's armpits while he's sleeping. You know, as crazy as that may sound, it's not that far-fetched, especially if Earl, in this case, has hairy armpits. Because you got to think, like, okay, cats lick themselves, which is licking fur. So I guess there's something appealing about this man's armpit hair that this cat just seems to just lick and think it's okay. I think it's just fucking... First of all, it seems like this happens more than once. I think this shit should have stopped the minute it happened. All right, this next one, this was submitted... Some of these submissions is from like Reddit, Facebook, all that stuff. This next story though was submitted by a man named Chris from Facebook. He said, I recently found out that my cat, Marv, yes, people, he named the fucking cat Marv, hates it when I read out loud. He starts to look at me pleadingly, paces around and meows insistently. He even climbs on top of the book and bites my wrist in protest. Maybe because your voice is freaking annoying, or maybe this cat might be seeking some sort of attention. You know, cats, like dogs, they can be... Cats, I learned they're a little more solitude to themselves. Dogs are attention seekers, but there are some cats out there that do yearn for some attention. So if you're one of those people who is not paying your cat any attention, you probably should start paying your cat attention. Or if not, they're just going to do dumb shit like this while you read. No cat wants to hear you read. In fact, if you're one of those people out there that is reading your cat bedtime stories, it is time for you to stop. Do something else. All right, this next one, submitted by Catherine from Facebook. My great aunt requested a portrait of Jesus for Christmas one year. She's 87 years old. Give her a break. So I found her a nice one and I leaned it up against a wall in my living room, intending to come back and wrap it later. A while later, I heard a weird scraping sound. I go into the room and my cat has the edge of the picture frame in her mouth and was slowly dragging it across the room. I yell, "Hey!" And she dropped it and ran like hell. I still don't know what she was intending to do with it. You know, I want to say a joke so bad what this cat was doing with this Jesus picture, but use your imagination. She's dragging this shit across the floor. I don't know if this cat is trying to reenact Jesus' crucifixion, that this cat is dragging this shit across the floor. I don't know, but I told you, cats are fucked up. These cats are fucked up. I just pictured this cat getting caught dragging this Jesus picture, and the owner yells at the cat, and this cat just looked like, and drops it and bolts at 30 miles an hour. God, these cats are fucking weird. All right, this next one was submitted by Vanessa. Wait, it just shows a picture of a cat farting on the couch. Oh, my cat farts like a grown man. Well, it could be depending on what you're feeding the cat, or just simply this cat needs to go to the vet. Bad. No cat should be farting like a grown-ass man. All right, this next one. My cat licks the hairdryer every morning for 10 minutes. Think of why it's doing that, because it's hair. Hello, cats like hair. All right, this next one, submitted by Zoe. I guess that's the person's name. My cat knows how to press the release disc button on an Xbox. I would be playing and she would look dead in my eyes and press the button. It's like she knew I didn't save it yet. No, the cat just wants you to fucking pay attention to the cat. Play with the cat. That is the cat's plea, telling you, bitch, you need to play with me. Put the goddamn game down and play with me. All right, this next one, submitted by Nicole from Facebook, says, I smelled something funny when I was getting ready for work one day. I followed the smell to the kitchen where I found that my cat had turned on my gas stove. And I was standing over the burner huffing the fumes. Needless to say, I was forced to remove the knobs from my stove and only put them on when I need to use it. See, this is one of those prime examples why people think cats are creepy and dangerous. I remember growing up, I used to hear that one superstition about cats where you couldn't put cats near babies because cats can suck the soul out of babies. Crazy. Don't get me wrong. Some cats may have some ulterior motives. Like maybe this cat right here messing around with gas stove knobs is enough to scare anyone into getting a cat. And that, you know, dogs is just the more preferred choice. Or maybe a paraplegic parrot instead of a cat. All right, number 8. When I was sleeping, my cat likes to wake me up by giving me kisses. Oh, that's cute. On the mouth. That's not cute at all. It's disgusting. Which makes sleeping with an open mouth a horrible idea. She has a tendency to attack my tongue. I never understand people that allow pets in their bed. Blows my fucking mind, people. Those pets have been in all types of shit, and you still let them lay in the bed with you. Like, what is wrong with you? I get it, some people are very attached to the animals, but if my cat is doing some shit like this, you are getting kicked the fuck off that bed. Period. You're getting off the bed. There's no way you're gonna be doing that to me while I'm laying down. All right, this next one, from Hannah. My cat would get on the kitchen counter and eat the plastic wrap on the loaf bread. Just the plastic, not the actual bread. Then, you know, I understand. I don't get this. People complain about cats doing shit like that, but they still put stuff there for cats to still get it. You either are going to put stuff there for cats to still get it. You either are going to keep this cat out, or you're simply going to put shit away in a place where cats can't reach. All right, this next one. My cat hates the French national anthem. If you sing it from anywhere in the house, he will find you and attack you. I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm going to use your imagination on that one. That is insane. All right, this next one. My cat loves to steal thumbtacks from cork boards and put them in our shoes when we're not looking. Another diabolical reason why people don't like cats. Doing shit like that so that when you put your shoe on, you can step on it and get an ouchie on your foot. That's, I don't know. Hey, hon, can we get a cat? Nope. My wife said no on the cat. That tells you everything you need to know. Okay, next one. From Susan on Facebook. Susan says that my cat really likes the song I'm Gonna Be by the Proclaimers. Whenever it comes on, no matter where my cat is, he runs up to the stereo and stands with his front paws on top of it. I still have no idea why he loves it, but it never fails. Maybe this cat was human in a previous life and loved that song. Or maybe it's just one of those melodies that catches the cat's attention. All right, this next one by Katina, I guess her name is. Scary as fuck. All three of my cats stare into the fireplace when the flue is open and there's no fire. They just sit there and stare. It scares me every single time. That's because some fucking cats is about to conjure some sort of a spell. Or they're plotting to get rid of you. Whatever it is, figure it out. All right, this next one by Stephanie. My cat will only eat if I'm rubbing her hips. You know, it's possible that if you're rubbing the cat's hips, that maybe that's what's helping the cat eat. Maybe the cat is having some sort of a digestive issue to where this cat cannot eat, and that maybe when you rub this cat probably is able to eat better that way. All right, this next one by Talia. She said, our cat delivers socks. She'll sneak into our closets, grab a ball of socks, and walk down the hall, making that I caught something yowl, and then drops the socks in the middle of the floor and walks away. Your fucking cat needs a hobby. And this next one, my cat bought me 2 large potatoes in the middle of the night from the kitchen counter. Maybe a cat wanted some fries or something. I don't know. That's a what the fuck? Out of all the things the cat can bring you, this shit bought you potatoes in the middle of the night. I don't know what I would do with that. Well, first off, I'll put the potatoes back. Then I'm kicking the cat out. Not out of the house, but somewhere where it's not bothering me. Just simply close the door and you won't have this problem. But cats bringing you food in the middle of the night, if you're going to bring me food, bring me a gently warmed up Hot Pocket or something. Don't bring me no fucking raw potato in the middle of the night. What am I supposed to do with that? I can't do nothing. All right, so I think I got some more cat stories according to BuzzFeed. 21 hilarious what the fuck things cats have actually done. Let me see how much time I got because the show has to hit an hour. I got 16 minutes. Maybe I might get my guys back on the show again, depending on when they're done with whatever they're doing. But if not, it's okay. All right, so again, this is 21 really weird things that cats actually do. Because most of us, believe it or not, think cats are weird. Even cat owners think they're weird. And people, if you're on the show passing by in the chat, if you own a cat, come on to the show. Tell me the funniest, the dumbest shit your cat has done. Or just simply text it in the bottom in the text. Let me know the dumbest shit your cat has done. And I promise I'll laugh at you for it. All right, so number 1, classic Tibby. Okay, so this cat, Tibby raises one of her back legs in the air anytime she's sitting down. She even alternates which back leg she raises. Maybe the cat's just stretching. I don't see that as completely odd. Not compared to some of the other shit I read, like bringing potatoes in the middle of the night to the bed. This next one, Buddy's secret. When my cat Buddy is alone or thinks he's alone in the apartment, he will play with a pizza box holder from Pizza Hut with 3 prongs connected to it in the middle. You know that little thing that looks like a fucking table? People, that is not a table. It is literally to keep the pizza together. I've learned this shit not even that long ago. I'm talking like I've learned that since childhood. No, I always thought it was like a little fucking table for like little creatures when I was younger. No, it's just to keep the pizza together. Anyway, the cat stares at it and does this weird yowl singing at it before batting it around for a second or two, then back to staring, yowling, and singing. He will stop immediately if you enter the room and make any noise. Maybe it just intrigues them, that little fucking pizza table thing. Cats find joy in the simplest of things. A cat never needs an Xbox. A cat never needs a PS5, a cell phone, a laptop, a tablet. No, no, no. You give something as simple as that, and your cat is content. All right, people. This next one, sock kittens. My cat carries around socks like they are her kittens. It's cute. It's cute. And see, yep, that's that saying, curiosity does kill the cat, because stupid shit like that will get a cat killed. All right, there's a cat named Meatball. Meatball and her sweaters. It's this fat cat that has this tight-ass sweater on. It says Meatball loves to wear sweaters. Where you guys come up with these names for these cats is killing me. Meatballs, Marv, Waffles, killing me with these names. Meatball loves to wear sweaters. She often meets me at the door when she has carried her sweater from her toy basket and drops it in front of the door. When I come home, she sits right next to it and I put it on her, and she starts rolling over and purring excessively. Such a strange cat, but obviously fashion forward despite the fact that she looks like a sausage. That is a fat fucking cat. You ever see like a sausage in like a tight wrapping packaging? This fat ass cat looks just like this. This sweater is way too tight. In fact, this cat's arms can't even fucking move. Let me show you a picture of what this shit look like, and for context, it looks fucking ridiculous. Hold on. Give me a second, people. I'm gonna show you what this fucking cat looks like. Look at this shit right here. People, this is not, if you're doing shit like this to your cat, this is animal abuse. There's no, look at this. Look at this shit here. People, this cat can't breathe. This cat has on a pew-pew proof vest. This cat right here has a girdle for cats. Look at this shit. This shit is gasping for air. Just fucking stop it. Listen, it kills me when people like put clothes on animals. Okay, I get it. Sometimes the animal looks cute in clothes. I remember our dog, we dressed her up in like little jerseys. We put a pizza costume on her. This dog took all that shit off. Our dog wanted to be completely a dog. She did not like anything restrictive on her and just took it off. But don't get me wrong, some clothes on the animals look cool. But once you start putting on Timberland boots and North Face jackets on a cat and dog, it's time to hang it up. It's time to hang it up. All right, this next one. Gifts for the neighbor. He steals everything, including couch covers, my coats, hats, gloves, souvenirs, underwears, bras, bathroom mats, and clean sanitary towels. Napkins. He takes all these things to the man who lives next door. Just imagine your cat stealing everything out of your house to give to a neighbor. And if you're putting Elmo flip-flops on your cat, boy, I'm calling the ASPCA. That cat is not going to be able to walk. All right, this next one, the pickiest cat in the world. Pickiest cat. My cat Fitz. Now that is a cat name. Fitz is the pickiest cat I've ever seen. And he notices everything. Now, you can't change out of a picture on the wall or move something without him taking notice. He will stare at whatever it is for hours. His water dish has been in the exact same spot every day, or he won't drink from it. Just glare until it's moved back, even if it's only 1 foot away from his normal spot. He loves his treats, but there's one shape he won't eat. Oh no, it's spelled Fitz, F-I-T-Z. So if this cat must have really strange OCD. I think cats do somehow like have OCD, or they just like shit in order. Cats are very orderly, tidy, clean animals. And they don't like this shit disturbed. If it's in the spot, that's all they know. And yes, you did have a cat named Beans, which I think is a funny name for a cat. Beans. Not like that other name. Somebody named the cat Marv. Marv. Really? You're gonna name the cat Marv? Name it something cute. Don't name it after like some sort of attorney or some shit like that. This next one, the cooking enthusiast. My cat loves to watch cooking/baking shows. She'll meow until I pick her up and show her what's cooking in the pot. And she loves watching the Great British Bake Off. No other TV show has transfixed. Then the cat should be cooking for you too. And name the cat Phil or Robert. I've never heard of a cat named Robert at all. That's a really strange name for any animal. Robert, like imagine naming your pit bull Robert. People gonna look at this pit bull and be like, this shit looks ferocious, but its name is Robert. Sounds like the fucking dog can like do your taxes and shit. Nobody's gonna take an animal or a dog named Robert seriously at all. All right, this next one. Welcome to my home. One of my mom's cats has a weird habit of announcing a visitor arrival in song. When someone comes home in the house, he runs into the kitchen, jumps on the counter, and gently bats at some wind chimes in the window. He never plays with them otherwise. Strange, strange, and strange. Okay, next one. This is where my cat stands where he wants to be let out the front door. Oh, it stands on its little tower thing when it wants to get out. I mean, it could be worse. The cat could be scratching on the door wanting to get out. I'd rather the cat do some weird little stand or something like that to be like, hey, I need to get out. But don't scratch my fucking door. All right, this next one. Creepy cat. My first cat liked to sit at the neighbor's sliding glass door and just stare into her house. So one day she was telling me about a creepy cat that would just stand there and stare all the time. I asked what it looked like, and sure enough, it was my own cat. Maybe the cat is trying to tell you that maybe the other house is better than your house. Or maybe that your cat is a pervert and it's looking to see if it sees something very nice happening in the neighbor's house, which I highly doubt because it sounds like it's an old couple. All right, next one. To each her own. My cat sucks on her own nipples. I thought this was normal. Don't cats do this shit on a regular anyway? Hey, yo, the cat is trying to see your cat. Ugh, nah, that's wild work. Nah. This, like I said, this one here, my cat sucks on her own nipples. Don't dogs do this shit? I've seen male dogs lick on their own schlongs. Cats sucking on their own nipples seems normal to me. Isn't that part of their cleaning ritual? Just maybe they're thirsty. Okay, this next one. Plastic is a cat's best friend. Let's see, how is that possible? My weirdo kitty, Millie, likes to look after plastic wrappers. She carries them to the front of the garden and then waits for a gust of wind to carry the plastic to the other end. She then chases it and brings it back to the front, and she'll do this for hours. Maybe because the cat's telling you, hey, I want to play fetch. But who plays fetch with a damn cat? No one. I've never seen anybody play fetch with a cat. Shit, not even a parakeet. All right, this next one. Cats love rubber bands too. She threw it up in the air and it got stuck on her head, so now it's my problem. So Maddie likes to play with rubber bands by tossing them in the air. However, she sucks at catching them and they sometimes end up on her head. When this happens, she cries for me to remove it. Try harder, Maddie. Try harder. All right, next one. The grass is always greener, which is not necessarily true. My cat's indoor only, except for when we let her out on her harness. She spends most of her days sitting in front of the sliding glass door looking out. But when we let her out on her harness, she sits in front of the sliding glass door looking in. We're beginning to think she just likes her reflection. Maybe so. Maybe it's a sign that you need to buy another cat. Maybe this cat is yearning for a friend. If it's looking at another cat on both sides of the sliding door, maybe it just wants another cat to look at. But as soon as you buy that other cat, they're going to probably be fighting and tearing the place up anyway. All right. My cat's favorite place to sleep. It's a picture of a cat sleeping on top of a bunch of shoes. That doesn't sound too crazy. Next one. Sorry, Noah. It says, every time I sing the song, What Am I to You by Norah Jones, my cat attacks me. She literally will come from anywhere in the house. If she hears me singing it and bites me on my ankles and up my legs, sorry, Nora, she just really hates that song. No, maybe she just hates you for playing that song. Maybe the cat don't like music. Stop playing certain songs around the cat. It probably pisses them off. All right, this next one. When it's hot in our apartment, my cat likes to sit like this for hours and not move. So there's a picture of a cat who is laying slouched with its legs open because it's hot outside. Maybe because the cat's hot. Maybe the pussy's hot. Skinless Chicken Nugget, you said my friend had a cat that would attack your feet. The cat's name was Tip. Tip. We're going to call that cat T.I. I mean, cats ain't that tall, man. I mean, if you're standing up, they're going to attack The closest thing they could get to is your feet and your ankles. Now, if you're laying down, they're going to probably attack your face. That's going to be what they're going to attack. And I'm telling you right now, let a cat attack my face, and that shit is going to end up somewhere in the back of a Chinese restaurant. I'm not even fucking kidding. All right, this next one. Hamster kitten. He said, Tip will try and trip you down the stairs. Then they should call his ass Trip. That will probably be the most appropriate name for that cat, is Trip. All right, hamster kitten. My kitten likes knocking my bin over and jumping on it, then rolling around the room like a hamster. That's fun. The cat just wants to have some fun. You said, oh wait, his name was Flip. Well, that would make more sense than calling him Tip, but they call him Tip. Can't see the connection, but I guess it has a P at the end of both names, so I guess it's valid. Okay, this next one, waiting to go number 2 for her number 1. My cat likes to poop when my husband gets home from work. Man, that's such a funny word, poop. If he's late, she will cry and wait by the door until he gets home. The minute she hears him come in, she runs to her tray and starts backing one out. Sometimes out of sheer desperation, she would go before he gets home, crying about it the whole time. Popcorn hater. My cat has an irrational fear of popcorn. Not while it's being popped, but after. She will run out of the room as quickly as she can. I still can't figure it out. Cats are, you know that term, fraidy cat, scary cat? They're just scared of the most awkward things. Popcorn, really? Popcorn. The cucumber thing, I could get it. I get it because it's that element of surprise. It's like, you see something that's not there, and all of a sudden you turn, it's there. You're going to be like, what the fuck? Kind of the same reaction a cat will give. Scared of popcorn. What a pussy. And finally, the mighty hunter. He literally throws himself at the screen door when he sees birds outside. Maybe perhaps you should let the cat outside. It might be good for it. Jeez, fucking cats, man. How much time do I got? I think I did hit an hour. I got 3 more minutes. I think I might even have one more list. I think of really quick cat stories, and I'm done. God, let me see this shit real quick. I'm going to try to find another weird thing. Again, people passing by in the chat, if you have a cat, if you have a cat, tell me a story about it below. If not, it's okay. Not a big deal. I'm trying to just find, I got 3 more minutes to kill, so I'm trying to find another story or a set of stories of strange, weird cat shit. And you said, well, just still feeling a slight headache. I'm not sure what you mean by that. All right, I'm going to read 23 really weird things cats actually do, and I am done. Like this first one. Our cat loves to lick our lampshades every morning. Not weird at all. Next one. My cat likes to take me on guided tours of my apartment. He will stop in front of the doors, windows, cabinets, and pretty much everything else to comment on them. If I don't follow him, he'll meow until I catch up with the tour. Can you imagine this cat showing you where you've been living at for the past 15 years? Hey, come over here. I want to show you something. Again, people have this belief that cats see the supernatural, right? They state the cats can sense paranormal activity. Maybe this cat is showing you shit that is in the house that maybe you may not see. Who knows what cats can really see? They might be, be able to see some really, really bugged out shit. All right, this next one, the hard to read cat. All right, it says my cat Miranda, now that's a name, will suddenly fixate on a toy, usually a toy she's had for years, and start carrying it around in her mouth while crying. After she does this for a few days, she'll throw the toy in the toilet. Not strange at all. Not strange at all. This next one, instead of live dead prey, she brings me people's dish sponges. She actually goes into people's kitchens and steals their sponges. Not sure why the cat's doing that. People, I want to hear a cat story if you got one. Anyway, the very intense cat, this next one, she guides me to her litter box and then looks me in the eye, but only for number 2s. Got that. All right, this next one, my cat really likes some objects and takes them on walks around the flat. So this is a picture of a cat with a dead bird in its mouth. and just walking around the house oh so casually like this shit is okay. Get this fucking bird out of the house and out of your mouth. Next one, my cat Leo. Leo. Now, my wife's ex-boss has a cat named Leo. So Leo seems to be a very common name for a cat. My cat Leo eats his food one kibble at a time by taking it out of the bowl with his paw and putting it on the mat / the floor. So this fucking cat is taking its one little kibble one at a time, throws it on the table, and just eats it. Leo DiCaprio. Give it up for this man, this dude, Leo DiCaprio. Man, sit the hell down with that shit. Leo DiCaprio. Oh, get the hell out of here. That was actually pretty clever, though. That was clever. Leo. All right, this next one. My cat likes to go outside, sit in plant pots, and face the wall. Maybe because your cat had a little bit too much catnip, my friend. All right, this next one. My cat Mildred holds my toe while I sat on the toilet and stares at me the whole time. Maybe the cat's like, yo, you need some help trying to get that shit out of you? Get some of that poop out here. Let me hold your toe real quick while you're sitting there using the bathroom, and hopefully you'll get your shit out. Cats can be hopeful too. All right, this next one, my cat Poe. Yes, people, the cat's name is Poe, like Edgar Allan Poe. Went through a stage of sticking her face in between toes and sniffing the hell out of them. When she finished sniffing, she pulled away with huge eyes and an open mouth. So wait a minute, this fucking cat has a foot fetish, sniffing people's toes, and then is shocked when your feet stink. It just gives that. What the fuck you expect? Cat their feet. But thanks for putting me on the spot like that. Yeah, cats are weird. All right, Spider Cat. This next one, Spider Cat. My cat just discovered the screen door, so this cat seems to climb on the screen door. I've heard cases where cats love screen doors for some reason, because their claws can catch on to the little tiny holes that's there, and they're able to climb on it. It's fun if you're a cat. All right, this next one. The strangest thing she does is gifting me with presents of live worms. She never plays with them or kills them. If she finds one, she very gently picks it up in her mouth and brings it into the house and just basically watches it do its thing. Wow. Yeah, Spider Cat does whatever Spider Cat does. I absolutely agree to that. Cats are just fuck. I swear to God, Spider Cat. I mean, if you think about it, Spider Cats. Cats are like Spider-Man. Reflexes, agility, speed, intelligence. I mean, cats have it all, man. I think cats are like the real Spider-Man. Honestly. All right, this next one. When a person just gets out of the shower, he likes to chew on their hair. Again, there's nothing wrong with cats chewing hair because they lick themselves and create hairballs and shit like that. They're just obsessed with hair. It should be no secret. It should be no surprise. All right, this next one. My cat chews his tongue like gum. It sounds like sandpaper. The freaky thing is that he looks you straight in the eye while he does it. That's a freaky ass cat. If a cat looking at me in the eye, sitting there chewing on his tongue, you out of there. One of your lives is out of there. Stop being fucking weird. All right, this one, the cat who clearly gives no fucks. My sister's cat has knocked over a glass jar and full wine bottles, only to roll in the broken glass, but he only ever does it around me, basically because he definitely hates me. Yo, if your cat is rolling around in broken glass, that cat's not normal. All right, Skimley, she said, I like the little sounds cats make when you wake them up. I guess that comes off as a purring. I never woke up a cat before. I think that sounds like a terrible idea. I mean, the only time I feel like you should wake up a cat is when there's a fire. And you probably, before you even wake up the cat's probably already out the fucking house while you're still in the burning house. Cats are not stupid. All right, this next one. My cat Anubis. There you go with the stupid ass names again. It sounds like some hipster name these cats. My cat Anubis likes to stand on his back legs a lot, like a meerkat. I mean, it still has cat in the title. All right, this next one, he likes aggressively purring while he sucks his own nipples to the point that no hair will grow there. Man, a little freak cat. A little freaky ass cat is just sucking his nipples. Cat nipples. I would probably name my cat that. No, I always said though, if I have a cat, I'm gonna name it Waffles. Don't ask why. It was a cartoon where there was a cat named Waffles. Catnipus. You know, that probably might be a brand, catnip. I wonder what is catnip to where it makes cats so mellow and chill. Like, what does it taste like? And is there any for humans? Of course there is. Use your imagination. All right. This cat aggressively sucking its own nipples is wild work. All right, this next one, the cat who's just disgusted by bugs. Now, I just read one where a cat would casually bring in worms, but this cat doesn't like bugs. Whenever my cat Pearl encounters a bug, she will stand over it, gag at it, and then continue to stand over it and watch it. She never tries to catch a bug. She just gags at them. Sound like some woman in some weird sex act where she sees a dick and just gags at it. That's it, just the sight of it. I don't know. What's wrong with these fucking cats? And then this next one, my cat Charlotte likes to suck on my eyelashes. She doesn't pull them hard or anything. It's just very, very weird. People, I don't even hear that as a freaky kink. People sucking on each other's eyelashes. This cat here is sucking on the owner's eyelashes. Skinley said you're supposed to gag at the size, not the smell. God damn it. All right, this one here. This cat is an olive eater. I had a cat that was obsessed with olives. He would meow loud and rub himself raw against an olive. Hey, yo. What the fuck? Nah, that's a freak cat, right? That must be Diddy's cat. And then this one likes to pretend he's a male model. Let me show you this nonsense real quick for context. Hold on. Let me get this real quick. People, look at this shit. This is like when Derek Zoolander is posing and he makes that turn and he go Magnum. What is happening here? If you got a cat that is doing this shit right here, boy, nah, hell no. That's a freak cat. Freaky ass cat. I don't know, man. I think I'd laugh if my cat was like actually posed doing that shit. I don't know. That's some strange shit. All right, this next cat. That cat's headshot is fire. Yeah, I mean, shit, you could probably make some money off that cat, man. That cat was like sitting there in the moment. Jay Haji, what is going on, man? One of my top guests, man. Always there for me. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Tonight's episode is on cats. I'm reading some weird cat stories. All right, this next one. My cat sneaks into bedrooms and grabs pairs of socks. She carries them around in her mouth while crying and won't stop until somebody gets up to see which socks she got. So this fucking cat is going around like, hey, I want you to look at the Ron Jeremy socks that I got in my mouth, and if you don't look at it, I'm gonna cry. Cat, I will kick you the fuck out. What's going on, Jay Haji, man? What is up? And then this last one, I think this is the last one. Is this the last one? I think so. No, it may not be. Oh, okay. Can you imagine the cat grabbing the happy sock? Oh yeah, that actually just made me gag real quick. That's why, don't let your cat grab all your socks, especially if you're doing diabolical shit to your socks. And in this one, after she eats, she runs to me, looks me in the eye, and burps in my face. That's fucking gross. Cats are just disgusting, man. No, cats are not disgusting. When it comes to hygiene, cats are very clean. Their attention to detail is amazing. Yeah, you see, Jay Haji, that's why you don't let your cat chew your socks, especially if you got that one sock that hasn't been seen in months, that's been hiding under your bed, and then that shit starts talking to you. If that cat grabs that sock, that's disgusting. That cat is literally chewing generations of your DNA. Just don't let your cat chew your shit. The pink sock, ugh. The Ariana Grande sock, gross. Please, people, don't let cats. Cats destroy shit, man. And especially if you only wear 3 socks every week and they sit there and get a hold of your socks, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You want me to look up pink sock? No thanks. That's something Rio will tell me to do, and then before you know it, I'm looking up some crazy ass sock. Yeah, the Ariana Grande sock, man. That shit probably crusty as hell. All right, I don't think I got Do I got any other cat shit? I don't know. I think I've hit my hour already, though. I feel like I want to read more cat stories because this is the funniest shit I've read in recent memory. Let me see. I think I might have some. I think I might have some more cat stories. Maybe so. Let's see. Let's see real quick before I really wrap this show up because I think people like hearing dumb shit cats do. No, this page ain't really loading up. I think it might be a wrap for the cat. Skimley said, I like when people cosplay their cats. That's actually not too weird. It could be worse. It could be worse. I think I read through. Okay, now I think this is one. I think I need to read this one. I think I need to read this one real quick and I'm done. 12 slightly weird things all cat owners have definitely done with their cats. Please, I hope it is nothing weird to that point. All right, number one, this trying to hold hands with your cat even though they never really like it. Yes, people, cats don't like to hold your hand. They don't like being touched half the time. You got people that sit there and try to hold hands with their cat and take them on walks and shit and read bedtime stories to the cat. Like, cats don't even understand human language. I mean, don't get me wrong, they probably do. But nobody wants to, nobody is going to read their cat 50 Shades of Meow. I don't think your fucking cat's going to understand that. All right, this next one. Regularly stepping on cat litter while trying to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. That's got to hurt. I think I did step on some cat litter before, and that shit hurt. And a cat just sitting there looking at you all stupid. All right, this next thing that people try to do with their cat, holding on to your pee for an uncomfortably long time because you couldn't possibly disturb your cat. So that's some of those people that have the cat on their lap and it's like, oh, this cat is sleeping, it's so cute, I don't want to move. And meanwhile, you piss yourself. Then when you pee on yourself, the cat decides to get up and leave. Now you're sitting there all pissy and pissy. Cats will do that. Cats will just let you pee on yourself and don't even care. All right, this next one. Sharing your human food with your cat and sometimes having to properly defend your meal from sneaky paws. Because, when's the last time you gave your cat a chicken nugget from McDonald's and thought that shit was funny? Now when you got to clean that shit up, luckily they have a cat litter box. Kind of, hold off some of that time before you have to clean it. But I don't think you should not be sharing your food with the cats. All right, don't even do that. That to me is crazy. Let cats eat cat food. All right, keep them on cat food. All right, this next one, talking in a weird high-pitched voice you only use for your cat. Or the people that go, to their cat and shit. Yeah, I don't think all cats like that shit. And this next one, never calling your cat the name you actually chose for them. Like, for example, Fluffikins and Bloopy and Puddle. Meanwhile, your cat name is Norman, and you're calling this shit Fluffikins. People, cats probably hate that shit. You name the cat Norman, you call the cat Norman. I don't even know why would you even call the cat Norman in the first place. It's bugged out to me. All right, this next one, holding your cat up to the mirror and trying to get them to recognize themselves. If you're one of those people that's doing this, please stop. Cats know they're fucking cats. They don't need to be reminded that they're a cat, that you put them in the mirror and be like, hey, Norman, look what you are. You're a cat. That's so cute. You're a cat. Cat don't care. Put the fucking cat down. All right, Scaly, you said name a cat Jerry or Kramer. Listen, I would name my cat Kramer in a heartbeat. Have you seen Kramer and the way he moves on Seinfeld and comes through the door? If my cat is can barely stand on its four paws and it's sliding and shit all over the place, you damn right I'm gonna call that cat Kramer. Should be hilarious. All right, this next one, people putting up with being violently attacked on a regular basis. So people like let their cats bite them, scratch them, pounce on them, and for the sake of the love for your cat. No, I think there's something wrong if you're allowing your cat to do this. I think you need to take your cat for behavioral training or evaluation. Your cat should not be pouncing on you and smacking you. And meanwhile, you're like, oh, that's a good kitty. And meanwhile, they're scratching your fucking eye out, but it's perfectly okay because you love Norman. Dumb. All right, this next one. Compromising your sleep position so as to not disturb your cat who sleeps 18 hours a day anyway. Just imagine you leave the middle space for your cat to sleep comfortably. Meanwhile, they've already slept 12, 13 hours for the day. and your ass got to get up in the morning. You don't even have enough sleep. Meanwhile, cats already slept. All right, Skilly said using your leg as a scratcher. Ooh, I think that's more prevalent with people with hairy legs. Cats doing that. I don't know why. Remember, cats are sort of obsessed with hair. So them scratching your hairy legs, not saying you got hairy legs, but for those who have really hairy legs and they're scratching it, that's probably comforting them. This next one, being mildly amused when you and your cat go to the toilet at the same time. Who the fuck is going to the bathroom at the same time as their cat? There's some things that just need to be private. Let the cat do its business by itself. You do your business by yourself. The cat don't need to see that. You said you went to the bathroom with the cat while you were in the bathroom? Shit. I go in a litter box too. What a big bitch. First of all, you go in a litter box. I can't imagine a human litter box. Can you imagine? I bet you right now there is a cat owner taking a shit in the same cat litter box as the fucking cat. Someone in America is doing this right now. Don't know why. You have a toilet. The cat has a litter box. Why are you shitting in the litter box with the cat? You can't be that attached. All right, this next one. Spending hours of your life standing in open doorways trying to reason with your cat to make a decision. You say you got to bond with them? No, you don't bond with them shitting in the same litter box. What if, you know how cats do like little hardened poos? What if you just diarrhea all in their litter box, man? They're going to hate you for the rest of your life. In fact, they're going to give themselves up for adoption. All right, next one. Loving a very annoying, extremely destructive snooty ball of fluff more than most humans. People, I see this shit all the time on social media. There are people that swear that loves their cats more than humans. Because, and I kind of get it, right? Because people like this has been hurt by people and only find trust and solace in animals, particularly dogs and cats. So they're going to trust more with dogs and cats because a dog and a cat can't hurt them like a human can. I get that. I kind of get that. You're my best friend. You know, I love you, Waffles. I love you, Norman. Like, I get this. There's a psychology behind it. So I can't really gig on that too much. All right, this next one. Fuck, that was the last one. We're done here. We're done. We are done. This was the funniest shit I think I've read in terms of episodes in quite some time. This is funny as shit. Anyway, cats, people, cats. Listen, regardless, cat owners, treat your cats with respect. All right, they weren't. Let's give a cat of applause there. That's stupid. Treat your cats with respect. They weren't asked to be put on this planet. I know I wasn't asked to be put on this planet, but I'm here. But cats can be very smart. They're very respectful sometimes. And yes, they could come off as a little weird, but they probably think the same thing about you guys as well. So you know what? I guess to cats, the feeling is mutual, right? So anyway, I'm done with the cat episode. I appreciate those who stopping by. 6 more episodes to episode 500. 500 episodes. So the 500 episode is going to be a yeah, you said it's their house. The 500 episode is going to be a roundtable episode. Not sure when it's going to be, but I will hold it for more like a Saturday episode for me, which is Friday for you guys, because typically Fridays for you guys is a roundtable episode, but unfortunately there will not be a roundtable episode tomorrow. Sadly enough, there will not be an episode tomorrow, but I still got to do the long-term scheduling for the rest of the week, which I will, usually I always give a heads up when the next episode is going to be, so I'll let you know shortly after the show. But anyway, Skinless Chicken, I want to thank, there's no roundtable tomorrow. Not tomorrow, no. But just want to shout out to Skinless Chicken Nugget. He is executive producer and co-host of the show along with Captain James. Also executive producer, co-host, and shout out to Jay Haji and everybody else that stopped by the show. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Stay tuned for when the next episode is going to be. I'm going to post that shortly, but just know that there's no roundtable tomorrow. All right. Sometimes I got to take a break too. And then I'll let you know when the next episode is going to be. But we are on the road to 500, people. 500 episodes. I'm going to go over, when I do that show, I'm going to go quickly over my top 10 episodes as of right now, which hasn't changed much. There's a one episode that's practically been number one for damn near a year. I'll reveal that when that time comes, and then we'll just shoot the shit, man. Just celebrate 500 episodes. It's a milestone, 500 shows. I didn't think I'd even be this far in with this show, and it's almost going to be 3 years on October 7th or 6th. I don't know. I got different dates for the anniversary, but I'm pretty sure October 7th is the anniversary of the show, the 3-year anniversary. It's been around since 2022. Anyway, other ways you can reach me, I do post episodes up on YouTube. All you got to do is type in the Daily Mind Podcast. It is on YouTube. You can follow me on IG, the Daily Mind Podcast. And, of course, hit the follow button on TikTok and Lemonade. I'm all over the place. I don't post very much on Lemonade, but I'm going to start posting a little bit more on Lemonade. But you can find ways to find the show. And, of course, because it is an audio podcast, you can find it on Spotify primarily, or wherever you listen to podcasts. My RSS feed goes virtually everywhere. So we're talking Apple Podcasts, we're talking iHeartRadio, we're talking Spotify, we're talking Fader, we're talking podcast. We're talking all types. Anywhere where podcast is, you will find the Daily Mind. So whatever your platform is, take a listen. All right. Anyway, thanks for listening. Have a great start to your weekend. For people who is about to hit Friday over there, it's Friday night over here, so we're practically done here. All right. Have a good evening. Stay tuned for the next episode. And once again, there is no roundtable tomorrow. Tis, 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 tis. All right. Have a great evening, everybody, and enjoy the start of your weekend safely. Peace out. Ciao.